What's going on, everybody? I'm Howard Bender from Fantasy Alarm, and as we get ready for our NFL Week 5 DFS contest, we all know that we got to find some good, solid contrarian plays, low ownership players who have the chance to pop if we want to win a GPP tournament. Listen, I want to bink a GPP. You want to bink a GPP. We all want to walk away millionaires. So let's do it with the proper contrarian plays. It's not just about finding a random dart throw that is cheap to play and nobody's on him. No, it's not about that. It's about finding strong value at players with lower ownership. We've got our ownership projections over at fantasyalarm.com. You can always check those out, but here are my favorite GPP plays, contrarian plays at each position. And it starts here with Brock Purdy, quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. He's 6,200 on DraftKings, 7,700 on FanDuel, and we're talking about less than 5% projected ownership right now. It's amazing how low that ownership is projected, especially in a game that has a 49.5 projected total. Most experts think that we're going to see a heavy lean on Jordan Mason, and while that might be true, Purdy has all of his weapons back. And the Arizona Cardinals rank 29th in DVOA against the pass, and opposing quarterbacks have a combined passer rating of 110.4, which is third highest in the league. He's got all of his weapons back. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle. It's wheels up for Brock Purdy, especially at low ownership. At the running back position, let's take a look at Joe Mixon. Running back for the Houston Texans, 6,900 on DraftKings, 8,000 on FanDuel, but less than 5% ownership. He's coming back from an ankle injury, but he's been practicing throughout the week, and he's good to go for this coming Sunday. Now, still listed as questionable, and maybe that's going to help keep the projections and the ownership down. But I think he's ready to roll this week, and the Bills have been shredded on the ground so far, allowing the third most rushing yards per game at 156.5. They're also allowing 5.7 yards per carry and have given up 3 rushing touchdowns. So get yourself in a little low-owned Joe Mixon. At the wide receiver position, this is the perfect contrarian play. Romeo Doubs from the Green Bay Packers. He's only 5,400 on DraftKings, 5,700 on FanDuel. Projected ownership less than 4% right now. Why is he perfect? Because everybody's in on Jaden Reed, and Big Fantasy continues to push Dontavian Wicks. I don't hate on Wicks. I'm just saying everybody's going to be in on him. Dobbs is the guy who moves the chains for the Packers, and he's leaned on most by Jordan Love. He's got the highest snap count of every receiver, and he's second most on the team in targets. Still, again, this price tag, so good. Finally, at the tight end position here, nobody wants to pay up for top tight ends. I can't blame you if you're playing season-long fantasy, but in DFS, give me Dalton Kincaid from the Buffalo Bills, 5,300 on DraftKings, 6,100 on FanDuel at less than 5% ownership. Yes, please. His target share continues to rise. He's got 8 catches for 88 yards and a touchdown over his last 2 games. And Houston is actually allowing the third most fantasy points to tight ends through the first 4 weeks of the season. So get yourself a little Dalton Kincaid at low ownership, and you'll thank me later. As always, we've got fantastic DFS content over at fantasyalarm.com. If you don't subscribe, do yourself a favor. Take a 7-day free trial. Go to fantasyalarm.com/allpro. And whether you sign up for the monthly or the annual, discounts built into both of those prices, you get a 7-day free trial just to take it for a spin, see how you like the content, see if it works for you. And I'm telling you, you use it, enjoy it, and this subscription is just going to end up paying for itself. I'm Howard Bender from Fantasy Alarm. We'll catch you next time.